Tonight, on an all-new episode of Let's Play Katamari Damacy, the prince tries to roll a star. Will he finish it in time? Let's find out. I'm Dylan, your host, and we're making a star 7. Dzień dobry! Polish. Alright, so King's speaking Polish today, and we're rolling Make a Star 7. Make a Star 7 is a lot like Make a Star 6. Both of them are on the world, and they're similar in a lot of ways. As you'll see, they're in the same sort of geographic area. This one also has the same time limit, I think. I believe they're both a 10-minute time limit. However, this one, unlike the last one, is actually fairly difficult to accomplish in that time. I'm sure we'll be talking a little bit about that soon. For now, let's focus on our goal, which is to be a plump 6 meters in, like I said, 10 minutes. And we're about to get started. And we're between a couple of butts here. You might not be able to tell where we are, but we're in the lake area, right outside of the park where we started and some of the other on-the-world stages. Bah! Nah! Nah! Banana! And so I mentioned before that on one of the earlier stages, I felt that putting all of the objects in a row, while fun as a player to roll up, kind of reeked of lazy design. But I do not feel that way at all about this area of the game. Like, this entire starting area to this Make a Star stage is made up of these rows of objects, and it's really interesting because there's nothing else like this anywhere else in the game. It makes the stage feel really unique. And it's like they really embraced this idea and ran with it, and so it makes for interesting gameplay. Whereas just being like one isolated area of the stage where a bunch of objects are kind of piled together feels a little bit weird. We cannot pick up those crates yet, and so yeah, I got off the rails, which was probably not a good idea. If you keep following the objects, you'll kind of be guaranteed to get up to the size you need to be. It takes a little bit longer though than if you free roll it and you know what you're doing. I apparently didn't know what I was doing because I ran out of things to pick up. Let's see if we can get these balloons. That'll be a good indicator that we're about to the size where we'll be able to move on. Cannot pick up sunflowers yet. You can see over there that we were in first place when we started the stage, if you were wondering what that platform was we were on. Can we get these crates now? Wonderful. Alright, so now that we can get these crates, I'm going to roll up the hill and into the city area, where we should be able to find plenty of objects to roll up, even though we're not quite to human picking up size. It's worth coming here a little bit earlier in this stage, because in this stage, this is like the second area, whereas previously you started in the park, the lake was your second area, and then you moved on to the city. Well, in this one, it's all shifted, so you start in the lake area, then you move on to the first city, and then we'll actually get to move on to the second city area later in the stage. Don't bother trying to go back to the park from that starting area, it's a waste of time. There are gates that are closed, preventing you from getting in there. We will eventually be getting big enough that we can roll up those gates, but there's not a lot to roll up there, and it's impossible to get there until you're already a pretty big size. Ooh, what a jerk, that guy just kicked us into the water. And also, I've talked in the past about rolling up cars, and you'll see that this is the first stage in which we actually get to that size and get to roll up a lot of vehicles, so that should be exciting. Beginning to a new stage of the game in that sense. And yeah, 6 meters is going to be the largest Katamari we've had, obviously. And I expect to get a lot larger than 6 meters. I think our high score right now is like 5 meters 30 centimeters for Make a Star 6. So yeah, we actually have to surpass that just to complete the goal of this stage. But it's pretty easy. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but it's certainly possible to get as large as 10 meters on this stage. I believe I've done that before. This one is a lot harder. I think a lot of people fail this stage the first time they play the game. I'm not sure why exactly that is, but I know I've had difficulty with it in the past. But now that I've played it a few times, I don't feel that way about it at all. I suppose it's really difficult in contrast to Make a Star 6, but that's just like the easiest ever. And we are at 2 meters 19 centimeters. We're here a little bit earlier than I'd like. I usually like to be pretty... Alright, so there went our present. we'll have to wait for it to come back around. I usually like to be pretty close to 3 meters by the time I come up here to the schoolyard, and you'll see why shortly. But since we're here, let's pick up our present. We have to wait for it to come around. These objects kind of bounce one at a time in a predictable order. So the present will come back around. Alright, it's after this sumo guy, so let's roll right here, and we get our present. Alright, and let's move along before that rock crushes us. Maybe we can get up to 3 meters rolling up these students. I don't think so, though. Yeah, that doesn't seem likely. Alright, so let's head back down into the town. Try to find a little bit of bulk there. And then we'll head back up, because once we're up to 3 meters, we'll be able to pass over a barricade and into the second city area. We didn't lose our present, did we? Okay, no, I see it's still in the Katamari. Good. Yeah, that would have sucked if we lost our present in that crash. Would have had to find it again. Alright, we're up to 2 meters, 60 centimeters. Get these penguins. Can we get these people? Nope, the guy with the roller doesn't seem to want to be rolled himself. Seems hypocritical to me, but whatever, I won't judge. Doghouse. Those things are out of our reach. Get the tricycle though. What about these? Are these dumpsters? Washing machines. Why are washing machines outside? Ooh. Got hit by a swan car. Just pick up a few more objects here. We should be getting close to our 3-meter objective. Sunflowers are always nice. I would have liked to have gotten those a bit sooner. These crates maybe will help? Nah, not very much. Okay, so let's head back up to the schoolyard. Maybe we can round out our 3-meter Katamari rolling up some of those students, or just getting things along the way. We can get that panda, can we? Nope. No panda this time. Alright, roll up the hill back toward the school. We'll get this sign. See, it's a Katamari sign. There's also a Damacy one somewhere. The characters that make up the phrase Katamari Damacy have like visual alliteration. The two symbols actually look similar to one another. You can see that during the opening video. I think it's pretty cool. I don't remember, I don't have it right in front of me. I don't remember whether the American box art to the game has the Japanese title written that way, but it should. It looks really cool. Okay, so here we are. The gas station that was here before has been replaced by this solid roof, which reaches all the way over this hill. And after rolling up those big pylons, we're in a new section. So this is a new city area that you haven't seen before. You can see that the buildings are much larger here. And we have a nice view of the beach down below. Let's keep on moving up. We should be trying to get up to a car rolling size soon. Does not look like we'll be making the Comet. That's too bad. Once again, the Comet goal is 8 minutes. So we need to get up to 6 meters, ouch, before the clock in the top right reads 2. And right now it reads 4. Should be switching over to 3 shortly. And especially since we fell down and had to climb back up, I don't think we're going to make that goal, and that's too bad. It is one of the harder ones to get, but ah, crap. Why is this fence giving us these problems? Get up there. Okay. Oops. Alright. Clock now reads 3 minutes. So the Comet goal is looking a bit ambitious at this point. I don't think we're going to have a problem, like a trouble and a problem. We're not going to have a problem getting up to 6 meters before the timer runs out anyway. Car wrecked us a bit. We're getting a lot of doors, it looks like. Shoji, get some refrigerators. Where is the bull? Ah, here's a wrestling match. I love that wrestling match is the name of a single object. It's just like the two wrestlers are so intent on grappling one another that they both get rolled up simultaneously as a single entity. Just a little over a meter to go. Don't think we're going to be able to do it in time. Nope, the clock just ticked down to 2 minutes remaining. Let's climb up here toward the hospital. The hospital has a parking lot with a lot of cows in it. And those are a good intermediary size between people and vehicles. Now from here, let's roll back down to the lake. And so yeah, you see that hospital is right above this familiar lake area all along. And we can get these gates now and go into the park. And yeah, as you can see, there are not an abundance of small objects here in the park like there were in the past. So we had no reason to come here before, even if we could. And we're getting very close now to our goal of 6 meters. Can we fit through? Oh no, we can't fit through the gate. We're gonna have to go around. There we go. Now, can we get that car? I thought I saw a car. Anyway, we'll roll up here. Maybe we can get this car. Perfect. That hatchback pushed us up to our goal. We are as big as one supermarket sign? That's a gigantic supermarket sign. It looks like it itself is an entire building, though. Yeah, we completed our objective in 8 minutes, 59 seconds. We needed to be a full minute faster in order to get a shooting star. But oh well, that just means we'll have to make sure to get it the next time we come here. We got the present, of course, so we have no particular motivation to replay this stage until the cousins have shown up. But there will be a cousin on this stage, I'm fairly certain. Oop. We got the school gate, that's a pretty nice pickup. And now we're, with that harp thing, we're now actually past 7 meters. Let's see how big we can get in these last 30 seconds. If I can get back up to the higher city, yeah, falling down has not been oh crap, it's not been good to us. Alright, yeah, if we can get up to that city area, we should be able to pick up some more objects that will be at our size, but yeah, this is awkward. I should not have tried coming this way. I should have just climbed up directly. Okay, 8 seconds, come on, get something. Roll something up. Jungle Gym, go! Yes! Alright, Jungle Gym. That's something. Well, that could have gone a lot better, but it could have gone a lot worse. Now, back to space. Royal Rainbow! And our final score is 7 meters, 59 centimeters, 9 millimeters. I agree, it's okay, but we can do better. Much better. And our royal present's a cute little apron for the prince there. Guess what it is? 503 objects in all, mostly fruit, but also teenagers and containers. Teenagers, pretty reasonable given that we rolled up an entire schoolyard of them. And what shall this star be called? Dessert Star! Not to be confused with Desert Star, of course. 2 S's. Now, admittedly, I don't really remember where this story is going with this family because it's been a very long time since I've played this game on a fresh file. Once you've played through the story once, there's not a lot of motivation to start over instead of just continuing to improve on your existing scores unless you really want to like get all the presents again. But yeah, not a lot of exposition in that one. We just see the Katamari rolling around in the background. It's pretty funny though. Alright. Looking good in your new apron there, Prince. And let's check out what we're going to be doing next time, because I think we are going to call it a night there. So we have unlocked Make a Star 8 and also Taurus. Yeah, that's the cow level already. The cow level is a lot like the bear level, so that should be fun? Yeah, it'll be fun. Alright, so I'm not sure which of those Make a Star 8 or cow level I'll be doing next time, but either way, I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.